Good morning, everyone. So, uh, every day I'm on calls with clients and helping them launch their products or talking with them about product research, um, whatever it may be. And every day I see people who have used product research software and are launching a product, have put a lot of money into a product that they either think that the market is bigger than it is, um, or they have kind of put all of their eggs in this basket based on a bad differentiation of the product. But either way, I can usually tell that this product was found using product research software. And I can, I'm usually giving them information that makes them upset that they relied on product research software. So let me just get into, I just decided to talk to you this morning about the 3 reasons why I do not recommend using product research software in your sourcing decisions. Now, it's perfectly okay to use product research software to look at a broad view of the data. Okay, it's perfectly okay to do that. It's okay to see a list of products on Jungle Scout or Zonguru and go, oh, okay, that's what's kind of on the market right now. That's what's going on. That's what's trending. But what I don't want you to do is rely on that information. And I just want to talk about why I don't want you to rely on that information. So the number 3 reason is that you have no background on this particular product or market. So you've done no market research on this idea or where the demand comes from. So it could be a product that somebody has, that someone is doing their own Shopify store and they're driving all of the traffic on Facebook. That might be all like Facebook ads, and it's very, very brand loyal, and they're just fulfilling it through Amazon. Amazon is essentially a fulfillment center. You can install a plugin and you can have them do all of your fulfillment for you. So you have no idea where this demand is coming from. You don't know if people are buying this stuff in brick and mortar stores and they're just buying refills on Amazon. You have no idea where the demand is coming from. You're just looking and seeing that there is demand for this particular product, but you don't know how that customer became a loyal fan and why they are buying from that particular brand and where the traffic is being pulled from. So in one example, I have so many examples. It's really crazy because of what I do every day. But in one example that I gave the other day during the interview with Kevin King, I explained that I had a client that was selling a scented candle. And I did all my neat tricks. We rebranded it. We made it look super awesome. We optimized the listing and we could not get this thing to sell no matter what we did. And the reason was because people don't buy scented candles online unless they've been able to go into a brick and mortar store, smell that candle first, know that they like it. They're very particular about smells. So they're not going to go on Amazon and go, oh, I think that might be a nice smell. No, what was selling were the candles that people could go into a brick and mortar store and buy, and then they were just buying that same brand on Amazon as a refill. Then the third reason is the idea could be patented or protected. This is really hard to check, right? It's expensive to check. So I would rather do the market research first and start with market research instead of product research, because I am able then to identify problems in the marketplace and then see if those ideas are patented or protected before even moving forward. So yes, you could do that with product research software as well. But you should never use product research software as a starting point for this reason, because you have no background. you should start with the background. Start with understanding a market, start with understanding the background behind something. Then, if you must, go on product research software and be like, oh, that's what's selling. That's what's trending. Got it. Okay, now let me continue my background research. So the second thing, you don't have any differentiation or validation. All right. Before I launch a product, I validate it. So I got a question the other day or yesterday about my trademark. And the question was, well, when should I trademark my brand? Should I trademark it? Should I wait and see if I have sales before I file my trademark? And I don't launch a product if I haven't validated that people are going to buy it and that I have a market to advertise to. I've already built up my interest list. I've already built up my market list. I've already validated the idea. So I don't even move forward with a product. I don't take a chance. I don't throw $10,000 to the wind and say, well, hopefully this works. I don't do that. I look at an idea, a product idea, and then I research it, make sure there's room in the market, make sure that my differentiation matters. So, you want to make sure that that people are going to like and buy your product and that you're not going to be lost in a sea of competitors. So you have to understand, why do people want to buy this pink version of this jade roller? Why would people want to buy that over the versions that are currently on the market? Would people want to buy a prettier version of this product? So often I'll see people spend a lot of money on packaging and gift boxes and making something look really pretty when the customer in that market doesn't give a damn. They don't care about a gift box for this particular product. But people often assume, well, if I make my packaging really, really nice, well, it just depends on the product, depends on the market. So you have to understand the market first before you're moving forward with, deciding that you're going to make a pink jade roller, So you have to understand why people want to buy it, what their opinion is of your differentiation. So if you're making a green version of this widget, why do people, what do people think of that green version, or if you're adding LED lights to your coffee mug, well, do people like that idea? You should be doing some research. And there's a lot, you have the whole World Wide Web out there to ask for opinions on things. And then how do they want to buy it? This is the other thing a lot of people don't validate. Do they want to buy it online? Or, as I mentioned in the beginning, is this a product that they want to buy in a brick and mortar store? Is this a product that they want to buy two of at a time? Is this a product that they would rather buy from a niche, boutique? Are they going to go crazy over a Facebook ad or something like that, but they're not going to really be appealed by advertising on Pinterest? You just understanding your market is so important, because then you can understand how far your reach can go, right? Also, how many do they want to buy? Could this be really great in a multi-pack? Or is this part of a unique bundle? How do they want to buy this particular product? And if you know those three things, why they want to buy it, what's their opinion of your differentiation, and how they want to buy it, if you can answer those three questions about your differentiation of a product, you're going to be much better off than somebody who says, okay, well, I found this jade roller. It's got high demand. It's got low competition. The first thing that you're doing when you're going on product research software and you're finding a product is you're doing the same thing as 20,000 other people who followed these guru methods. So all of you are finding the same product ideas. And all of you are thinking, because you're not doing the market research, and maybe you are, and I'm super proud of you if you are, but all of you are thinking the same thing. Well, I'm going to make mine different. I'm going to make mine better packaging. I'm going to make mine green. Nobody's selling a green one yet, but many are not taking the time to actually find out why people would want the green one, why they would want better packaging or a gift box. you know, how they want to buy it. Do they want the gift box? You know, do they want 2 of them? Do they want 3? You know, or do they want to buy it on Facebook after an ad? Do they want to buy it on a Shopify website? Do they want to buy it in brick and mortar? You know, what is their opinion of your differentiation? And I always think that you should differentiate. Bottom line, you should always differentiate. Why bring a product? Why slap your label on a product and bring it straight to market if someone who is very good at sourcing can call up their sourcing agent next week and be like, yeah, I just saw this on Amazon on product research software, pink. They're launching right now, this pink version of this jade roller. They just done a ton of giveaways, done their ranking. Go ahead and, you know, send in 300 of those right now and put it on their listing. Why not? You know, make it look the exact same. Send it out there. If you're not differentiating and you're not making sure that you have an agreement locked down with your supplier that they're not going to sell to anybody else, you're just asking for hijackers and everything else. So, I mean, why even do that? Just make sure that your differentiation matters and that you're going to make sales from the very beginning. The third thing is inaccurate data. So bottom line, yesterday I was on the call with a client and I asked them what their sales goal was. And they said, you know, well, my top competitor is selling 30 units a day. And so I think I can get to like half of that number. And I said, oh, okay. You know, well, if your top competitor is selling 30 units a day and you're really the only other competitor of this particular product, that's possible. Who's your top competitor? And I went and looked at their top competitor. They were not selling 30 units a day. I threw their sales rank into FBA Toolkit, which is a tool that I trust. And I know the numbers are accurate. And they were selling 3 units a day. So 3 and 30 is a big difference. And this client was very upset, reasonably so, because they had put their hopes into the numbers on a very popular software. And they were like, well, you know, I don't want to sell 3 units a day. You know, I don't want to sell 1 unit a day. I put a lot of time and effort into this, and I thought I'd be able to sell way more than that. But the numbers aren't accurate. And I can't tell you every single software. It's not just Viral Launch. It's not just Jungle Scout. It's not just Zonguru. Every single software is skewed. Every single one, because it's reliant on the category ranking, the best sales rank in the category. And often, if it can't grab the main category, it will grab a subcategory. And so number 7 in kitchen and dining knives is different than 13,000 in kitchen and dining, the main category. So often what sellers will do, because they don't understand the ranking numbers, or they don't understand the subcategories, or maybe they don't see a main category, is they will go out and pull that subcategory ranking, and it'll look like that thing is selling 300 units a day, and it's not. And I can't tell you every single call I have, nearly every single call, the data that the client has is completely off. It's completely off. It's completely wrong. And that's one of the reasons why when I start a call with someone, I will start running some numbers with them. And I've checked FBA Toolkit over the years. I've checked it, and it's very, very accurate. It's based on the sales rank in the main category. And the folks that are doing retail arbitrage that live and die by sales rank, they use it along with Keepa. So even Keepa data is a little bit off on sales statistics compared to just throwing that rank into FBA Toolkit. What's nice about Keepa is it does show you the historic sales rank. So then I take the historic sales rank and I throw that into FBA Toolkit. But anyway, bottom line is that this data is not accurate. And if you're using this data as your sole data point, you're setting yourself up for failure. And number 2, the data represents high demand and low competition. But if you actually search, so, you know, if it shows that this coffee mug has really high demand and no competition, and I'm like, oh man, I'm going to make this coffee mug in yellow because it's not in yellow and I think it would really sell well in yellow. I like yellow. So I'm going to put it out there. But then I actually go out on Amazon and I search for coffee mugs and I see, holy wow, there's a lot of competition in coffee mugs. There's not this exact design in yellow, but there's a yellow one. And oh, wow. Okay. I didn't even see that. And oh, there's coffee mugs selling in hardware. And oh my gosh, they're selling better over there. I didn't see that in the product research software. So that's where the data is completely skewed, is you think there's high demand and low competition, but you didn't actually go out and do the keyword research for coffee mug. You looked at this particular coffee mug in, with this swirly design listed in, this other category. And then you go out on Amazon and you search for the main keyword and you see, oh, wow, customers have a lot of choice. Why are they buying those things? It's important to understand why they're buying them so that you can make really great market research and sourcing decisions. Last, the data is not based on market research. It presents such a narrow view of opportunities. You don't understand why people are buying this blue coffee mug, how they want to buy it, how much they want to pay for it, all of that. So you want to start with market research. I know you guys are saying, well, Amy, I don't know. This is what I've been taught. I don't know how to just throw product research tools out the window. I don't know how to come up with my own ideas. I don't want to invent a product. That's not what I'm saying, by the way. I have a whole line of products and only one of them is my invention. But I want you to start by understanding the market. Understand your market. Understand a particular customer. As we recommended the other day during our interview with Kevin King, focus on one particular thing. Focus on one customer, like a runner. And you can sell to a runner, the girl who runs through the park on Saturdays, right? You can sell to that customer in every single category. What does she eat? What does she need a phone holder for her phone, in electronics? Does she need some running shorts in the fashion side of things? There's a ton of ways to sell to a customer. And then you can go out in that running group that she hangs out in on Facebook, and you can start asking questions about, hey, what kind of running shorts do you guys wear? Like, if you're a runner already, even better, because you can say, oh, I'm not a runner, so I'm just making stuff up right now. But, I am a CrossFitter. So, I'm already out in those CrossFit groups, and I can say, hey, what kind of equipment do you guys bring with you to the gym? I have all this stuff in my bag, but I hate these gloves because these gloves don't cover this part of my palm, and, they make me miserable. So, what do you guys use? What works for you? And you're going to hear a ton of opinions. You're going to hear a ton of information, and you're going to be able to validate whether or not they have the same needs, wants, and desires as you do, or what their needs, wants, and desires are, and whether they can currently find them in the marketplace. Is it easy for me to launch a new glove that meets my needs? Yeah, it's a slight differentiation on the current glove. And if I can validate that other people have the same problem, well, yeah, I got a product idea there. That's easy to bring to market, that I can differentiate, that I can validate, and that I don't have to rely on market research software product research software. But I could go now onto that product research software and look at how many other gloves are selling and, what's really popular and why and all of that. Well, I wouldn't be able to see why it's popular, right? But I could go out there and that's just one data point. I could use that one data point in my sourcing decisions, but just don't make that your only data point, right? That's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with utilizing product research software, but don't make that your only data point. Go out there and study the market, find the opportunities, validate the opportunities, and then go out on Amazon, search yourself. You don't need product research software. You don't have to pay for that stuff. You just don't need it. Bottom line, you don't. And it doesn't show you the same opportunities you're going to find if you do market research from the beginning. Anyway, That's pretty much it. That is what I wanted to share with you guys today. And I hope this has been valuable for you. And if you are wanting to, get some help on your product research, please do. Please reach out to me anytime. I can teach you. You can come to Canton Fair with us. We actually teach you from the beginning our Canton Fair course covers everything. I mean, it covers how to do market research, how to source a product, how to negotiate with suppliers, everything, how to get a 7x multiplier. Stop it with the 3x. Stop it. It's not enough money. How to sell to all of retailers. All of retail, Amazon's only 2% of all of retail. Kevin King even talked about, he has a calendar business. He sells direct to consumer, catalogs, all that kind of stuff. So just yeah, get away from the product research software and start with the market, and you're going to rock it. Okay. All right. And reach out if you guys need help. I'm here to help. I love teaching this stuff. I love to turn your idea button on. I love to get you guys thinking about stuff and validating the marketplace and get you excited about launching a product. So, all right, we'll talk to you later. I hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing day. All right.